and welcome to your next episode of the Amber Tree Wellness TV, your weekly dose of health and well-being. How are you going this week? This week I'm going to tackle another topic which can be a little bit controversial, and it's something I've written about in my blogs before. The use of Panadol to control fevers in children. Now, fever. Let's define what a fever is. What is a fever and why do we have a fever? A fever is the body's way of controlling illness. It's actually a response by the immune system. When the immune system detects that there's viruses within the body or bacteria, and mainly viruses, what it does is it actually raises the body temperature, because most viruses can actually only survive at around about 37 degrees, which is our normal body temperature. By raising the body temperature above that, the body is actually able to kill off the virus. So when the fever comes up, what that is the body's natural defences trying to kill off a virus. When we use Panadol and other things like that to actually lower the fever down, the body is unable to control that virus. So that virus is allowed to grow and grow and grow. And then your child will get sicker and sicker and sicker. So the use of these type of medications to control fever is not helping the immune system grow and develop. Because as I've mentioned in previous episodes, the immune system has a memory and it needs to learn how to act. It needs to learn what it needs to do when it's exposed to all of these different viruses and bacteria. And if we stop that process by giving our child some Panadol to stop the actual complete healing process, we're actually not allowing the immune system to learn what it needs to do. And that means next time that particular virus comes along, the body's got to go through the whole process of trying to learn again what it needs to do, because it's never finished that complete immune cycle. I'm not saying don't give your children Panadol. If your child is in pain, use Panadol, because sometimes I find it's better for them to sleep, particularly at night if your child's in pain with earaches. Giving them Panadol to allow them to sleep. Sleep is more recovering than the actual pain is. So I'm not saying don't use it ever, but try not to use it or overuse it, because these pain relievers are just they're pain relievers. They're not designed for fever. Weren't originally designed for fever control, and now they're being used for fever control. Do not be afraid of a fever. A fever is just your body's way of dealing with what's going on. If you've got any questions about that, or if you want further conversation about that, please let me know down below, because I know that a lot of people get very, very confused. There's lots of different messages out there about the use of these type of medications to control fevers. I'm happy to discuss that further with you, and if I need to come back for another episode and discuss it more, I will. So please leave me your feedback. Thanks for joining me, and I'll be back with you next week for another episode of the Amber Tree Wellness TV, your weekly dose of health and well-being. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye.